Okay, time for some airtime. Miss Tashina Arnold. I want to respond to your post from the twit yesterday. Let's see if I can give this thing some context for people. These are very valuable lessons that I had to learn for myself, and it seemed to help out tremendously. First, let me preface or preface this thing by first stating men are never emasculated. Full-grown men are never emasculated by women. The only type of male that can be emasculated by women are sons and boys. And the first emasculators of these boys and sons are their mothers, their grandmothers, their aunts, older sisters, etc. This is because we're taught that being men and women is due to age. We're taught that age is a number. So if you've been on this earth 21 years out of your mother's womb, then you're 21 years of age. But if you're raised by people who are 45 years of age and they teach you all of their cultures, customs, and traditions, and you live by them, you are not 21. You are 45. That's why they have the types of terms like millennials and Gen X's and Gen Z's and boomers, etc., etc. That is what age means, an era or an era, which means most of us are fucking illiterate and naive. We think we're mature because our dicks can nut and pussies can bleed. But that is not what maturity means. Maturity means complete. It means sound. It means grown up. It means to also be resurrected, fully resurrected. It also means to be fully grown, body and mind. And means equal to. Which means if your body is grown, but your mind isn't, you are not matured yet. You are an adolescent. This now means most of us are raising children as adolescents. And most of us are adolescents raising children. Are you understanding my words? I really, really, really know that you're not understanding my words. Listen to my verbiage. You are raising children. Just imagine you take your child and push it in the air. It's still a fucking child. You're supposed to be raising adults. Did you catch it? You are not supposed to be elevating children in child's forms or children's stages with a child's mind. You are supposed to be raising adults. Translation: you're supposed to be teaching your sons and daughters to be over you, not under you. You're not supposed to put them under you for safety. You're supposed to teach them how to navigate and weather the terrain without you. You're supposed to be teaching them to be self-sufficient, not dependent upon you, not dependent on your love and your protection and your guidance and your affection. After all, to do so would mean you'll forever be the mom. You're not supposed to forever be the mom. This is the stage that should only last for a short period of time. This is why you go from infant to toddler to child or adolescent to adult to man or woman to husband or wife to father and mother. These are levels and stages of life, but we don't know this. We don't know this. So your girls are picking men who operate like sons and boys because they can dominate them. Unbeknownst to you all, when you do this, you're operating as a sister that I can fuck. That's incest. which means you don't want anything in your life to change. It's why most of you try to marry men and take them home to your mothers, because you want the man to be your mother's son-in-law. But if a man is your mother's son-in-law, then he is your brother-in-law, because he is under her tutelage, because you are still under her tutelage. Translation, you gotta grow the fuck up. The only reason or way that you should still be with or under your mother is if you're a kid or baby, a toddler. But when you are a man, you should not even be not only under your mother shouldn't even be with you unless she fucked her own life up or circumstances befell her. And if she have or happens to have horrible circumstances, she becomes your wife, which means you're over her. She's under your covering. And not wife that you sleep with, meaning you are her leader. But most of us are never taught this because mothers aren't going to teach their children to be over them. So not only are you lowering your sons, you're lowering your daughters too. This is why black culture does not elevate. It does not go further. Tell you what I mean. You ever questioned why the word human starts with H-U-M and the word humble or humble also starts with H-U-M, and the word humility or humiliate also starts with H-U-M? You ever wonder that? Well, get this. The word emasculate also means to humiliate. It means inhumane. It means to treat a human subhuman. That is called humiliate. That is called emasculate for a male. To treat a male human as if they are sub-male human, less than a male human, is to humiliate them. To keep a male human at one level is to humble them. So to humble someone is humiliate them, is to lower them below humble, is to humiliate them. That is called emasculating. You know how you want fathers to run down children. And why didn't you call? You could call. I'm the father. I should not have to call. They should check with me, not the other way around. You don't come see your child. You should bring the child. I'm the father. You should follow me. The child should follow me. You want me to pay for everything, but not follow the instruction of me. So you want to live like you and teach a kid like you, but you want me to follow you and call myself father. That is backwards. So you're treating a father sub-father. You're treating a man sub-man. You're treating males sub-male. You make the child have to answer to you, but you answer to no one. Or so you pretend. But you'll answer to your job. You'll answer to your mother. And you'll answer to whomever your mother answers to. So you'll teach your child to do the very opposite than you do, which is to also answer to their fathers. You see? Emasculating. What fathers are truly supposed to do is to leave completely, to disassociate, to disconnect completely. Bop, cut the cord, sever the ties. Hell, Ezra 10 says to leave or to kick the strange wife out and those that come from her or that were of her. Yeah. So now we're sub-spiritual. I can give it to you in so many ways. If you didn't understand what these words human, humble, and humility means, or humiliate, if you didn't realize they were the same construct from the same thing, it means you don't even know the words that you speak. If you don't know what a preface or preposition is, then you're sub everything. Did you catch it? To be sub everything means you're living below what you're supposed to be living as, which is why black culture does not grow and rise and evolve, because we are conditioned to live lower than we are. We're continuously following the same culture, customs, and traditions, as if a low tradition will somehow make you higher. We rave and we rant about how we're the descendants of slaves, but we still act like slaves. Oh, the slave owner took all the good meat and gave us the bullshit. Then why do you keep cooking bullshit now that you can afford the good shit? Subhuman. And for a person to treat a person as subhuman and think that it's natural means that person is also too subhuman. So most women aren't even operating like women. They're operating like girls and daughters. Most wives don't operate like wives. They operate like whores and prostitutes. Most female don't operate like female. They operate like bitches. So in contrast, or you know what? Fuck it. In conclusion, under those circumstances, under those terms, there is nothing black women can do to stop emasculating men. Do you know why? Because it's not black women that are emasculating men. It is not black women that are emasculating black men. It is not black women who are emasculating black fathers. It is black whores, bitches, daughters, girls that are doing it. But what do I know? I'm an asshole with a beautiful life and a beautiful wife that exercises her appreciation for my nobility every day. You know, I get king treatment daily. Because I'm married to a woman, not a whore, not a bitch, not a bad bitch, not a daughter, not a girl, but a woman. Either hope I was able to shed some light. And until next time, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let's see if we can get some conversation started. Man, time out.